One of the things that we talk about in Energy to Build is that success is not about doing more. It's about creating that clarity, confidence, and the momentum to build something meaningful. So I
Yeah.
love for you to share a little bit about your experience, if that's okay.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I love that you said momentum,
Yes.
right? And it's the structure. Um, Piece by piece. We
Hmm.
what going back just a little bit. I mean, when I got started with the coaching and everything back a couple of years ago, it was a okay, there's a whole bunch of stuff to do, right, for the coaching, and we were learning how to coach and alike, and that portion of it, which was very aligned. The next part for the business was like, I don't know what that is, right? I really don't know. I have an idea. And then from there, you start searching and everything else. And then, of course, the internet being what it is, it just becomes overwhelming, right? Just like, I'm in the algorithm and now I'm getting hit with all of these ads for this, that, and the other thing. And all the other coaches are talking about doing this or doing that and all this. I'm like, I want to do that. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do this. What am I supposed to
Yes.
do? What am I supposed to do next? How do I do this, right?
Yeah.
And
So,
yeah,
mhm.
so that's how it started for me, really was that, just being
Yeah.
like there's so much to do and I'm writing it down and it's overwhelming and I'm trying to organize it myself and everything else. But never getting started because that was 2024 and here it's 2026, right? 2 years later, and I'm like, oh, really got started.
Okay. So is that a structure that you needed? And so what made you decide to join the program?
Oh, absolutely. Well, one of those things, right? When I saw your program offer online, right? Because I get the different ones. When I saw your program offer online, the way you brought it up, it felt aligned to me. How to describe that, but it just felt like that. Oh, this is something here. This is feeling like good for me. And then when I got in, I started looking at the program, the structure. Now I really felt like, oh, this is something I can do, right? I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, and it's step by step. It's not like throwing everything at me all at one time. So it was structured and piece by piece without it being, so I wasn't in overwhelm anymore. I was like, I can do this. I felt like I can really do this. Yeah, that was the decision make.
Yeah, it was that clarity, right, that you needed at that
Yeah.
time. What would you say is your biggest like breakthrough or win that you've had while joining the program?
Oh, well, definitely building that momentum, right?
Mm.
The step by step, right? Just like starting out and then just like, okay, well, I know how to make my niche and I know how to do these. Okay, these are things that I've done before and everything else. I can go back to my notes and stuff. So I'm building on something that if it's familiar to me, right? And now I'm stepping into the things that are unfamiliar to me, but there's wins. There's the constant, small wins, small wins, small wins, building momentum, building momentum. I could talk about the AI prompts. I could talk about all the different emails and all the other stuff and the things that were created, and like, but when I sat down and looked at this question, I went, no, it was the momentum. It was the feeling of safety, essentially,
Mm.
clarity of the structure piece by piece, and then seeing all the wins all along the way. That, quite honestly, was the biggest breakthrough for me. Like, I can do this. This is happening. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I agree, right? Because I find that the AI tools kind of help um, taking the action that you need, help with that, I guess, right?
Oh,
So, like, what would you say that you find most valuable about energy to build?
I keep going back to that structure. I go over and over and over again. I'm just going to say that over and over and over again. Um, the I could understand what was coming next. Like it became almost intuitive to me. Oh, okay, this is what's coming up before we ever even got to that point in there because it was so structured. So what became valuable to me, quite honestly, was, I got my time. I got my time. I got my peace of mind.
Mm.
Honestly, Pamela, being in overwhelm and and the like, and I'm okay, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna do this right now. And then you're just like you got that feeling of just like I had the clarity that that's invaluable. Like how do you pay for that, right? That
Mhm.
the results are one thing. It was I felt like this is something I can do. That and I was peaceful about it and I was happy about it. Like you see
Yeah.
me, I'm happy about it.
Yeah,
Like
I know.
um, that's invaluable to me,
Yeah.
Pamela. Yeah, after 2 years and in just a short time, boom, and I felt really aligned with that. So yeah, that's how I would say it's most valuable to me is the feeling. Yeah.
I love that. And then did that change? Like, what changed for you also personally, right? Or even professionally in your business since we start working together? Like that feeling of achievement, or how did that impact you?
Oh, without a doubt, right? I'm still got my regular job, right? I haven't stepped in. I'm not making money at this coaching business yet. This is the creation part of this, right? And I've been coaching people off and on doing different things and stuff like that, but nothing ever really structured. So I'm still doing my regular job, which can be really demanding to do this and try to build the coaching business. Once I have the business going, I have a calendar, I have the different things going on, but starting something
Hmm.
takes up that effort, right? Okay, what changed for me personally and professionally? Well, I'll tell you what. I feel confident. I feel strong. I feel like I'm able, right? That this is going to happen. This is happening. This has happened. Okay. It's no longer like, I'm thinking about doing this or I would love to do this or whatever. No, no, no. It's happening now. And the more I do it, the less my construction job overwhelms me, right? Like I know that this coaching, which is so aligned to me, is happening. And the time and effort I'm putting into it is worthwhile. And it's actually made me a better person at work and at home, quite honestly, because I'm not sitting, my mind is not in this overwhelm. It's structured. I'm doing, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna do this now for the next hour. I'm going to work on this for the next hour, hour and a half. And then 2 hours later, I'm still working on it. I'm like loving it. I'm enjoying it, right? Where in the past, I'm like, I'm going to sit down and do this. And 2 hours later, I've like written 4 sentences, and I've allowed myself to just be distracted by every little. No, no, no. I feel focused and aligned. But it's like what changed for me personally is that overwhelm is gone, and I'm actually happy and looking forward to doing this. And I'm like, okay, I'm done with my time. I don't have to try and do everything today. This is what I've done today, and I'll pick it up tomorrow and on Saturday. I and now here 5 months later, I've got this. I'm like, this is exciting. Now I start going out and looking for clients and coachees and everything else so that I can help them. I don't feel like I'm trying to get them so that I can have money. I feel like, no, no, no. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to help people and the money will just come. Whereas before it was like, oh, I'm spending all this money on stuff and everything else, and I need to make money. And of course, that's not aligned with what I was trying to do. I'm trying to help people. So that feeling inside,
Yes.
that's the biggest change for me, right? Yeah.
Oh, I love that, James. Thank you for sharing that, and I'm so happy. And this is exactly what I created this, right? Because I feel that there's so many people like yourself, right, that want to create
Hmm.
something impactful, something that is valuable to others, where you can get people to feel, I don't know, like empowered, and get them to the place where they feel,
Yeah.
like they have a life that is joyful. And but yeah, it's not easy to understand that roadmap, right? Sometimes we also need a little push, and that clarity comes through action. And I'm also super happy to hear about how confident now you feel as well.
Yeah.
So my last question, like, what would you say to someone who is considering joining Energy to BL and is still like on the fence?
Oh, without a doubt. That first step, right? That first step. You're contemplating, you're looking at it, you're thinking, whatever, all the other stuff. just take the first step.
Mm.
Everything is aligned. And then just the next step, and then the next step. You don't have to think 700 steps ahead. Just do the next step. Just do the next step. Just do the next step. It will always align out for you. So just breathe deep, relax, and then just take the step. It is right there. I'm here to tell you what it looks like at the end, and just take the step.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you, James. I appreciate the testimonial, the support, and being part of your journey as well has a
Yeah.
significant impact to my life as well.
Oh
So
yeah.
thank you. I will chat soon. One of the